Flame on, flame on.
It's about that time of day, let all the warriors come out and play. You tuned in to PB Smiley and Wayne Holloway. And me, my name's Santos, the Human Torch. And it's the hottest show around, it's called Blow the Whistle Sports. And today's the day, we talking sports and we came to play. Got no filter, we say what they all afraid to say. Cause last time we checked, football was a man's sport. So we don't let nothing fly like you ain't got a passport. We lot of fans, we attached to y'all. We talk about everything in the catalog, from football to basketball. We never had a loss. My team's so official, got stripes like the ref. That's why they call us Blow the Whistle. Big Packett on go like a loaded pistol. If you got a problem with us, let us know the issue. We giving y'all the realest talk on live. Tap in with us, btwsport.com. Johnny.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. Yes, as you can see, my co-host PB Smiley is not with us today. He had to take a flight to Chicago, get him some Harold's chicken, and get it in. But PB sends his love, and he says he will see you guys next week, Thursday. Wow. Where to start? Let's go into... Oh, before I go into anything, Hall of Famer from the Green Bay Packers has passed away. Wow, he died this morning, and shouts out to his family. Send him much love. It seemed like 2020 is taking so many lives. I really can't call it. It's something else. Back to back. Seem like week to week we're losing people. Not just in football, but all over the place. We lost Alex Trebek. Wow. Didn't know him, but feels like family. And feels like a piece of us is missing. Wow, that's something else. To watch somebody so long that it feels like it's part of your family. Alex Trebek will greatly be missed. Let's get into these sports, man. 2020 is an ongoing saga. And holla at your boy if you want to call in and say anything to me. There go the number. Holla at me, I'll holla back. But let's get into these last week's games. Green Bay did their thing like usual against the 49ers, but we knew they were going to do their thing because the 49ers were missing everybody. But 49ers this week get some people back. Will there be a difference? Will there be something else? I don't know. But Aaron Rodgers looking like the bad man as usual, doing his thing. The Broncos showed up to Atlanta and got dealt with by the Falcons. The Broncos without Von Miller have been looking decent at defense, but their offense needs to be revamped. They need some more weapons in there at wide receiver. But look for the Broncos. I won't even say next year, but there'll always be a solid game because of that defense. And that quarterback is surprising. So you never know what they put up through trades or in that draft, what they pick up. Seahawks at the Bills. The Seahawks let me down. Oh, my goodness. I had so much money on this game in a pick six, and the Seahawks let me down. I didn't see the Bills beating Russell Wilson last week, as you can tell, because I picked the Seahawks over the Bills. But the Bills is one of those teams that you cannot overlook. They stand up and show out a lot. Beating the Seahawks 44-34. Ravens at the Colts. I picked the Ravens to win, but the Colts from last night's game and from last week, it seemed like every week the Colts get better and better, even if they in a loss. So watch out for the Colts to show out this last this last bit of the season, these last games coming up. The Colts might be a contender. Might be a contender with Phillip Rivers out there. He still hasn't did much with T.Y. Hilton. He made me drop him for most of my fantasy leagues, but hey, it is what it is. Ty, I expected him to be a sleeper, and yeah, he was sleep this whole first half of the season. Phillip Rivers barely throws the ball to that man. He he's squeaking out points every week, 4 to 5 points. But hey, it is what it is. Ravens did their thing. Texans at the Jaguars. Aside of the Texans, are the Texans coming back? Are the Texans doing their thing? The Texans need a running game. Texans are missing the running game dramatically. I wouldn't take it a big deal as in beating the Jaguars. They barely beat the Jaguars by 2 points. They're clearly in the rebuilding stage. If I was the quarterback, I would want out. You got rid of my best wide receiver. Let me move to another team. There's a lot of teams that would like Watson to show up and throw for them. Carolina at the Chiefs. Yes, Cali Cat Pack Roaring Riot. You see me, I got my salute to the troops beanie on. Hey, it is what it is. We're a team. If we can get over these last games, we can sneak into the playoffs and be dangerous in the playoffs. I don't know how far we'll go without a defense, but Teddy Bridgewater, as long as you don't put your hands on him, he'll get that ball off and he'll deal that ball right. But if you sack Teddy Bridgewater a couple times, he will throw some interceptions. I know a couple more quarterbacks like that, but Teddy Bridgewater is something else. You put hands on him, another quarterback like that, Tom Brady. As we saw Tom Brady in that Sunday night game, get embarrassed. Embarrassed. How do you have everything and the kitchen sink and you still can't get no points? This man got 3 points with Antonio Brown, with Evans, with Gronk. He got sacked twice on one drive. Tom Brady, you put your hands on him, he's going to give that ball up. He's going to give the ball up, period. You sack Tom Brady more than once, he's rattled. Not to be sacked again, he's going to throw that ball in the air and somebody is going to be up for grabs. It is what it is. Call it how you see it, and I'm calling it how I see it. Tom Brady, you touch him just like Teddy Bridgewater. Interception time. Interception time. Bears at the Titans. Bears lost to the Titans. I didn't see this coming with that Bears defense. Tannehill pulled it out over Folds. Hey, go figure. But like they say, any given Sunday, the Titans did their things, pulled that game out 24-17. Moving on down to Minnesota. Minnesota embarrassed the Lions. Not a big deal. And Minnesota has a real team. Only problem with Minnesota is the quarterback. The quarterback's not stable. At times he looks like a superstar, and at other times he looks like hot garbage. You know how I say it, hot garbage. But Vikings pulled that one out, and that division is going to be something else. Moving down to Washington football. Yes, I said it. The W's. W's against the G-men. I picked the Giants in this game to stand up, and they did. They thing. Went in there and beat Washington. Not much of an accomplishment knowing that Washington football is not that hot this season, but we'll look forward to the getting better as time goes on. Which give them 2 seasons, I think the W's will be back to what they're well, I can't say back to what they're used to. They ain't been that much in few years, but getting a name, getting a reality, getting a new state of mind, because being the W's name up for grabs, we have to wait and see. But Washington did stick in this game against the Giants. Both subpar teams, not even that good this season. Neither team is going for draft picks. Both teams going for draft picks. Don't expect much out of them. Just get your fantasy points when you can. Dolphins at the Cardinals. Tua, time. That quarterback is what it is. I hate that they sat Fitzpatrick. That Fitzpatrick magic. Hey, Fitzpatrick, I could see him. He should have went to the Cowboys. I think that would have given the Cowboys a little spark, or even down there in Minnesota, not Minnesota, in Washington. Now that they lost their quarterback, that's just putting that out there, putting it in the air. Maybe Washington to hear the vibes and go and pick Fitzpatrick up in the off season, as if the Miami, if he's willing to take the back seat when he can get a starting job. Raiders at the Chargers. I picked the Chargers to win this game, but I knew the Raiders was clearly the team. That brand new quarterback they have in the Chargers, he's going to be outstanding. He reminds me a lot of Peyton Manning, but he still has time to develop. The Raiders did their thing. Looking forward to seeing the Raiders make the playoffs and see if they can make a push in the playoffs. Steelers at the Cowboys. Who could see it? The Cowboys hung in there with the 7-0 Steelers. Do the Steelers have a problem? Nah, it's one of those things where when you overlook a team, it comes back to bite you. And that's all that did. The Steelers overlooked the Cowboys because the Cowboys have been trashed every game they play. And then they got in there and the Cowboys hung in there. Covered the spread. I wish they would have covered the over. If they would have covered the over, I would have had a lot of money in my pocket. We picked the over in this game, but hey, back to the drawing board on that. We've already talked about the Saints and the Buccaneers, how Tom Brady got spanked by Drew Brees. Drew Brees looking like himself, doing this thing. Both of these guys are going back to back with that touchdown record. Look forward to his number one wide receiver, Thompson, getting back into the game the next couple games. That was his first game back. Yeah, I didn't expect much, but I expected a lot from Antonio Brown being with Tom Brady. I expected Tom Brady to put up at least 17 points. Tom Brady didn't make any points. That field goal kicker made those points, 3 points. Monday night, Patriots at the Jets. Cam Newton, subpar. He played the Jets. He was supposed to win and barely won. What I can say about Cam is he looks good in the offseason working out. That's it. Throw it at your feet, throw it over your head. I wish him the best, but man, put practice into your accuracy. He did that one season. That's that season we got all those wins. We strung out those that winning season. His accuracy, and they talked about it in that game, how his feet are never set it. He's throwing at the ground or over your head. His mechanics are all off. If anybody wants to call in to holler at me, holla. I'm about to do these picks for this new week. Let's get into it. Buccaneers at the Panthers. Cali Cat Pack Roaring Riot. We go in there and we go to see Tom Brady for the second time. What's going to happen? I'm picking Carolina to do their thing. Yes, you see it. I'm picking Carolina to go in there and beat Tom Brady. Tom Brady's going to take 2 losses in a row. Wishful thinking? I think not. Next game, Texans at the Browns. I'm taking the Browns to beat the Texans. It's going to be a close score. This game will be settled in a field goal, by a field goal. This game will be settled by a field goal, but I picked the Browns to outshine the Texans, even though the Texans have the possibility of being a vertical threat with that quarterback. It hasn't shown up much this season. People are able to get to that quarterback too easy. So he's being rushed to throw the ball, not comfortable in the backfield. What do you expect? Washington at the Lions. Matthew Stafford stand up. Matthew Stafford does his thing in this game and takes the Lions to their fourth win. Jaguars at the Packers. Green Bay, Green Bay, Green Bay, all the way. Eagles at the Giants. Coin flip. Will the Eagles fly? I think not. They got Alshon Jeffries coming back. They're still missing their tight end Ertz. I expect the G-men to go in there. The Eagles are going to come to New York, and I expect the G-men to do their thing. Golden Tate to get 2 touchdowns in this game, and the Giants take the win. This is going to be the game to watch. Bengals at the Steelers. Their record is not justification of how this team is. The Bengals, which were wearing their new helmets, I looked at them. They look nice. The uniforms, I think it's going to be black and white helmets, black and white uniforms. Whole new look, whole new feel for this team. I believe the Bengals can go in there and upset them, but I'm not a crazy man. If Big Ben plays, I'm going with the Steelers. Big Ben doesn't play because he's on the COVID watch list. I'm going to side with the Bengals because the Bengals have got the hot hand. The Bengals can go in there and upset the Steelers. But like I said, that's only if Big Ben doesn't play. Bills at the Cardinals. Taking the Bills over the Cardinals simply because the Bills are that slow, steady team and they do their thing. Broncos at the Raiders. Taking the Raiders. Taking the Raiders in this one. I think Gruden calls out right plays and getting there, and they put a spanking on the Broncos. Even though it's a divisional game, so it's going to be a low-scoring game. This game, if you're a gambling person, take the under. Take the under in this game. This game is not going to be that many points. They will score, but it'll be under. Seahawks at the Rams. This was a game that I struggled with because they're coming to LA, but this season, is it really a home court advantage with no fans? COVID-19 in the air? I'm still going to stick with Russell, but look for the Rams to give a solid game and this game to also be settled by a field goal or a last-minute touchdown. 49ers at the Saints. 49ers are trying to get healthy, but still hurting at running back. Saints all the way. Drew Brees will overtake his touchdown record in this game. Drew Brees will throw for 3 touchdowns. Thompson will get 1. You know what? Drew Brees will throw for 4 touchdowns in this game. Thompson will get 2. How about that? Ravens at the Patriots. 2 black QBs, 2 running QBs. I'm gonna side with the young guy. Cam, always been easily rattled when things don't go his way. You see the look of disgust on his face. You see the confusion on his face. I'm side with Baltimore in this game. Baltimore will take the Patriots in this game. Cam Newton, if you have him at quarterback in fantasy, take him out. Take him out in this game. He will get a rushing touchdown, but I look for the Ravens to blow New England out, even with Belichick. Chargers at the Dolphins. Now, everybody knows I'm high. I am so high on the Chargers QB. I've gave him daps, said he's just like a young Peyton Manning. But Tua looks like he came ready to play. He looked like he's in it to win it. I'm going to have to side with Tua in this contest. Why? Young guy, two young guys playing against each other, but the Dolphins have the high hand. They are in Miami. Miami will show up and show out. Monday Night Football, defensive game. Will it be boring? I think not. The Mac man shows up to destroy the Vikings QB. And if you put hands on him, he also will throw an interception. He also will get rattled. He also will lose his game. I'm going with the Bears to dominate. It'll be a running game, few passes. I'm looking at it like Vikings, I'll give them 17 to 20 points. The Bears, I will say 21 to 24. It'll be a field goal game, defensive game, but the Bears will pull it out. We look forward to having PB back next week, so the show can be more exciting with our resident funny man. PB, we miss you. We wish you all the best. Be safe out there. And you guys, thank you for tuning in. Sorry for the short show. I just wanted to get in and give you our picks. Oh, let me give you PB's picks. PB sent me his picks and told me to let y'all know. So PB picked Indianapolis last night. I didn't call that one. I picked the Tennessee Titans and PB picked Indianapolis, which puts him one up over me. Into the games, PB picked Cleveland. PB picked Detroit, Green Bay, the Giants, Tampa Bay. He picked Cincinnati, Arizona, Denver over the Raiders. That's where we different. We different on all three of those picks. Cincinnati, I picked opposite. He picked Arizona. I picked opposite. He picked Denver. We both agree on Seattle. We both agree on New Orleans. PB also picked Baltimore. He picked Minnesota over the Bears. I don't think so, PB. I don't think so. But these are PB's picks. And PB picked the Chargers. Wow. The Chargers, PB? For real? You picked the Chargers to beat the Dolphins? I don't think so, PB. Two a time. Like, subscribe, and share, folks. Like, subscribe, and share. We got more things to come. The show will progressively get better. Thank you for tuning in. And Blow the Whistle Sports. I'll see y'all next Thursday. Tune in, folks. Peace.
Flame on, flame on, flame on, flame on, flame on. It's about that time of day, let all the warriors come out and play. You tuned in to PB Smiley and Wayne Holloway. And me, my name's Santos, the Human Torch. And it's the hottest show around, it's called Blow the Whistle Sports. And today's the day, we talking sports and we came to play. Got no filter, we say what they all afraid to say. As last time we checked, football was a man's sport. So we don't let nothing fly like you ain't got a passport. We lot of fans, we attached to y'all. We talk about everything in the catalog, from football to basketball. We never had a loss. My team's so official, got stripes like the ref. That's why they call us Blow the Whistle. Big Packett on go like a loaded pistol. If you got a problem with us, let us know the issue. We giving y'all the realest talk on live. Tap in with us, btwsport.com.